Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. I hope you're very well. Thanks for listening to our funny little show. If you have a phone or you know anybody with a phone, why don't you take that phone, open the podcast app that's on that phone, and if you're enjoying the Billowing Hilltop podcast, leave us a rating or a review. It helps us with our listings and all sorts, and it just makes everybody feel better about themselves, especially Johnny. I have no news or information. Remember, you can find us on Twitter at Billowing Hilltop. You can find us on Facebook, and of course you can email us at hello@billowinghilltop.com. That's it. Let's push on with episode 89 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Back to the house. Hello, good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast.
Lucas is just getting himself a drink. I think Graham might still be as well.
That's fine. We can do, while they're off doing that, we can do a recap, can't we? We can pick up where we were.
Yes, you think we're in trouble.
I think you might be in a bit of trouble, but we'll see. Dear readers, last week, our gallant gang ventured through a strange portal. Is it like an interdimensional portal or a gate or a teleport thing or what? I mean, it could be something relatively mundane that they found in the Whispering Cairn. You remember the Whispering Cairn if you've listened to last week's show.
Something relative. Sorry, I just need to pick up on the relatively mundane. Yeah. It's a rippling, even if you can't see through it, it's a rippling sheet of black. Yeah, sort of.
I expressed myself badly. What I meant really was you didn't get the sense when you passed through it that you travelled across the dimensions of time and space.
Right.
You got the sense when you went through
it's
it.
It's still a special effect.
It's still a special effect. I mean, it was still stretch. Even our giant special effects budget would be stretched to replicate this thing. But we'll see how we do. I'm sure Paul's thinking about weird wobbly noises to be used. He does that anyway.
No, I'm thinking about cheese.
In fact, maybe he just tape himself. Yes, you pass through this portal into what seems like a new area of the Whispering Cairn. A wide passageway that led off to your east, that opened up into a room where you saw strange carvings of the Winddukes and the interplay of odd gases that emitted from holes in the wall. Revealed scenes from the past, scenes of the Winddukes fighting a great battle called the Battle of Pesh. This giant chamber is dotted with odd constructions of sort of lethal-looking spikes, and I was very careful to ask you where you were treading when you were crossing that room. Well, I wasn't very careful. In fact, I completely fucked it up, but later on I was careful. The southern wall of this larger chamber has got double doors. The last thing that happened last week, there's Alessandra opened those double doors, looked south to a crossroads with a giant statue standing in the center of the crossroads. All sorts of things going on to your south through those double doors. But as the doors were opened, materializing behind you out of the air currents that are rushing around in this first chamber, 3 creatures have appeared. They are odd looking. They look like they are swirls of air and smoke, but somehow holding within them the suggestion of form, of malevolent eyes, claws, talons, general resentment. They have appeared, and I think that what we need to do is roll for initiative. And I will put them on the map.
Malevolence and mild annoyance.
Purple gets 6, and that's at plus
6.
4.
I mean, bloody hell. That is
shocking.
Very, very disappointing.
Alessandra gets an 8.
Initiative.
One moment.
Ooh, Parker gets a 16.
Sessions gets a 9.
Buggy gets
4.
Buggy gets a 4. Alessandra gets
an 8.
8, dearie me.
Low rolls by everybody. But hopefully that's all of them out the way.
Do we need to roll a separate initiative for Grimbold?
Grimbold the Faceless? No, let him run him off bugger offs.
That's up to you.
Okay,
how complicated do you want to make
initiative for these things? Okay, not great.
No, they got a 3. Basically,
top of the round.
Everybody waits for 4
16,
seconds and then goes.
Parker, it's up to you. These 3 things have materialised, sort of out of the air currents that were swirling around the walls. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess hit them.
Okay, that's what we all dreaded.
I don't think so. Armor class 21?
As bad as we could have imagined. Armor class 21. 1 moment. Let me just check on how brilliant these things are.
How many hits do you get?
4.
12.
4.
I'm singing the song that I sing when I read the monsters for the very first time. Okay. You hit, Parker.
7 points of damage.
Well done. 7 points of damage. Yes, here we go. The relentless procession continues.
17
is a hit.
15 points of damage. 21. That'll be 8 points of damage.
Yep.
And a 25 for 9 points of
also
damage.
Also a hit. This is how much?
9 points of damage.
Well,
what
can I tell you, Parker?
We like this because
Parker seems a lot better.
Yeah, it's tracer bullets. He does a number of attacks, and we can figure out what we need to roll.
Your attacks are magical attacks, are they not?
They
Parker?
all are, yes.
I mean, in the broadest possible stretch of the definition, but fine. Well, you seem to hurt this thing. Yes, you do.
Good.
You're plunging your fist into the whirly smoke monster. So difficult to work out exactly what you're doing, but yes, you feel like you've harmed it. Let us move on to Sessions on 9. You're standing next to the one that Parker has just smacked in the mouth.
Yeah, not really where I wanted to be. So I'm wondering whether to run away. Run away.
Well, that's why I went and attacked that one.
To allow me to run away?
Well, yeah, basically. Got to keep the healing resource.
Give me a perception check, anybody who's observing these things.
Perception.
Thanks.
No, just a normal perception check.
21.
Purple gets 20.
That these things are sort of oscillating or varying between a solid and a whatever it is, a smoky form. Yeah, gaseous form, exactly. They're sort of, so they're not made of air like an air elemental, for example. If that's what you were thinking.
Mm-hmm.
All of which Graham will feed into the Sessions safest possible round computation.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether being in the room with the spiky things, which I feel somehow will be very bad news sooner or later.
They certainly look like bad news Sessions.
Yeah. I think I will withdraw to just behind Burple.
Take the disengage action.
Yeah, that's the one. Disengage.
And a move into the main room.
That's the one.
Into the larger chamber. Okay. Everything is as I described it. You can sort of almost feel the heat billowing from through these open double doors to your south. Sorry, readers, we didn't put that's part of the recap, but when Alessandra looked south down this hallway, there was clearly a very hot area off to the left. You can feel the heat billowing up from it, Sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it for you? And we move on to Alessandra on 8. Alessandra.
No.
Oh, no. Wouldn't be Sessions round without... Yep.
And I will invoke as a bonus action, Crushing Coin.
Great. We'll get you a Crushing Coin. Give me a moment, Gazer. Where would you like to bring the Crushing Coin into being, Sessions?
I'd like it to be next to my good and dear friend Parker.
Yep. Okay.
And it will
bring it into being there.
Drop itself onto
this strange thing.
Yep.
Okay. Roll to hit. Force damage, is it? Magical? Yes.
Armor class 18.
There's a hit on this strange thing
for 10 points of damage.
Oh, this thing is not looking that healthy. I have to tell you. I don't want to tell you, but I feel I ought to. This thing doesn't look great. It looks like it's been thoroughly wellied as a result of Parker's attacks and your Crushing Coin. On 8, Alessandra.
Alessandra's got a sharpshooter feat, so she can ignore all kinds of cover, things like that. Mm-hmm. So she's going to do a longbow attack on this little...
So you're taking out your longbow as a move action.
And she's hitting armor class 18.
Yeah, 18 is a hit.
In which case... she does 7 points of longbow damage, but also does an additional 24 points of sneak attack because Parker's right next door. So that's 31 points of damage.
This thing really doesn't look very well. It really doesn't look very well now. That's a magical attack, isn't it? Because the longbow is magical.
Longbow's +2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
because of this ridiculous situation we find ourselves in, where you've all got loads of magic that I really don't feel that I approved of. But anyway, whatever.
You did, and then she'll just take a 5-foot step to her right, to the east.
Into that square there, you're sure?
Yeah, just avoiding the corridor below her.
Okay, fine. On to these weird smoky creatures. Parker. The one next to you steps or swerbles, I think swerble is the word I'm going to be using, into your square, Parker, rather disquietingly. When it does so, it sort of turns itself gaseous in order to move to occupy the same space as you, Parker, and then makes itself solid again once it has infested your form, materializing itself within you with its claws and horribleness. Can you make a DC of 15 Constitution save, please?
Silence. Shocked silence.
Absolute silence from Parker.
Sorry, I was just looking to check.
It was sighing.
I have any features around Constitution checks? Don't think so.
I'm
right,
just
Constitution
my
check.
spell list.
Frantically looking
12,
through.
14. Oh shit.
14. You got an Ort dice. Do you want to use
Ort
it?
dice.
This thing has materialized itself in a sort of physical way within you, with its claws.
Have we got?
or
We haven't
whatever.
got bless or anything running, have we?
Not right
No,
now.
anything running.
No.
No.
Okay, so yes, I will use my Orc dice.
The only thing that's running
Okay, roll,
is
roll again and add a d6.
Oh no.
13
Hold on.
and D6.
What's that total?
Yeah, wait a
13.
minute. I need a d6 as well. 13.
Yeah, but what you got so far? I just want to know what you did.
That's
Oh,
yes.
that's
better.
better.
17.
It's a 9.
Oh god, thank you for that.
Okay.
Does it still occupy his space?
Yes, it's still occupying his space. The two other entities, whatever the hell they are, make a beeline for Parker.
So has it inhabited Parker?
You're not sure. It seemed to sort of make itself solid, or rather materialize itself, well, certainly its claws or talons within Parker, rather than attacking. So it didn't make a to-hit roll. This other one zooms up and just wellies you, Parker, in the standard, nice and reliable sense.
Mm-hmm.
First attack, it gets 2 attacks. The first attack, slamming at you, hits armor class 15, not enough. Second attack hits armor class, 27. That, I think, is going to be a hit on you. Is it
Yes,
not, Parker?
unfortunately.
It is.
We're
It
still
does
in the
2d8 plus
arena.
5 damage. It does a total of 16 points of bludgeoning damage, Parker.
Ugh, okay.
Nasty. And the other one runs up to you as well. Well, it doesn't run. If it did, that would be, a travesty of all of its other powers. And it attacks you with its slam attack as well. It gets a couple of attacks. First, it's armor class 19, not enough. Second attack, is also not enough. You're missed twice by the other one.
Thank God for that.
That's it for them, and we're on to Burple on 6.
Okay. I've been thinking about this. It's not straightforward.
thinking about
I haven't got much that I can do on them.
Bing, bing.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Attack them?
They are a bit sort of... they seem to sort of become physical at the point where they thump Parker, and then gaseous at the point when they aren't, if you see what I mean.
But that's some kind of special attack that they could probably all
Possibly, but I should counter that by saying that when Parker was just thumping them, he seemed to be perfectly capable of just knocking their lights out.
Magical
Quite what
attacks.
he's going to do about the one
hit.
that is sort of infesting him is another question.
We just
do.
have to
Yeah,
take
well,
him down.
what I'm thinking is whether they are subject to normal kind of things. I've got synaptic static, so I can get the back too.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do that?
Yeah,
Or I've got wall of force, I could block them off.
don't waste it.
Well, synaptic static is 5th as well, same level. Got dissonant whispers, could do that as a 4th. Why don't I do that? I'll do dissonant whispers at 4th level.
Okay, what's it? A wisdom save?
It's a wisdom save DC 15.
Out comes a blue dice.
One
He's going to
minute.
roll a 17.
It's more... No, I'm just checking to make sure that they're affected by this kind of thing. Can't see why they wouldn't be.
26
Okay, let's make a saving
points
throw.
of
So,
psychic damage, save to half.
okay, top one.
Blue dice.
That's not going to be a save.
fails.
Second one is a save.
Blue dice.
If they
And
fail,
it's got to run away.
they have
Yeah,
to
I got it. Yeah, using their reaction, right? So they do it right now.
Yes.
Parker, would you like an attack of opportunity? One of them flees towards where you came into this chamber through the magic portal.
I certainly would.
Okay, off you go.
Hitting armor class 22
That's a hit.
for
Yeah.
16 points of damage.
Wow, along top of the 26. I mean, that's, good stuff. That one doesn't look great either. These guys are not doing very well, whatever the hell they are. On 4, Uncle Buggy.
Okay, I'm going to start raging.
Okay. Turn into a dog. Yeah.
Move up to the one next to Parker.
Yeah.
The flame tongue. I'm going to attack with it. The first one. Reroll an 18.
18 is a hit on this thing.
I do 25 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
9 of which is fire. Magical fire.
Okay, yep.
I'm going to bash it again. 14.
14 is a miss, I'm afraid.
And I say, to me, Grimbold.
How fast does Grimbold move?
Not very fast.
Zombie.
Which squares does Grimbold walk through when Grimbold makes that journey?
Well,
Can you
he's
show me,
non-intelligent, so he's just going to stumble through. So he's going to go north, north, west, west.
Got it. It's all right. Yeah, it's not battleships. Fine. Okay,
So,
so
it
he
goes
makes
up to basically Parker.
Yep.
Okay,
that's
he
40.
can move up to you. Got it. Parker on 16.
So
This thing is within you, Parker. What do you want to do? You feel like, well, I don't know. Draw your own conclusions.
Is it itchy?
but it's, I mean, just inside or sort of around me. I mean, can I attack? Is there something that
feel
I can
it's-
hit, or do I have to hit myself?
You feel
to
like
do it?
you think you might have to hit yourself to do that. It's in your lungs. It's in your everything.
But it's not like
You
it's
feel
sort
like
of
you-
swirling in and out, so that there are, I don't know, wisps of something that it's attackable that are coming out of the body that
You think that would be
you could hit.
difficult. You feel that it's a non-corporeal is a loaded term because it seems to sort of suggest some kind of rule thing. You feel that it's at the moment that it is an insubstantial entity, that you would be able to basically move away from it and you would leave it where it was, you think.
Ah, okay. So basically, if I step to the side,
Yes, when you step to the side, it stays where it was.
okay, and then I'll hit it.
Fine.
Interesting. So the first attack
That's
is
a
at
hit.
12.
12 is a miss.
12 is a
Sorry.
miss. The second attack would be a 20.
That is a hit.
So that would be 12 points of damage. 6 of which is fire. Just
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
okay, and
Malarkey.
then third attack is
Oh,
a
nice.
26
26 is also
for
a hit.
5 points, and the last attack is a 26 for 6 points, and also
You absolutely destroy this
Oh, okay.
thing. Yeah. And your final attack, you realise it's just solidifying at the wrong moment, as it were, and you just sort of plant your fist into it, and the whole thing just going to go, and the air currents just whisk it away like it never existed. Just like, gone. Session's on 9.
Sessions on 9. Okay. This one's still here, yeah?
That's right. The one that was nearer between you and Parker is gone. The one that is just south of Parker is looking pretty healthy, actually.
Okay, I'll move the crushing coin up to it and whack it with the crushing coin to start with. Hitting armor class 20
Is a hit.
for 5
5 points of damage.
points of damage. And I will do Toll the Dead on it. Wisdom.
That's a save.
Yeah.
What type
Wisdom
of save is it?
16.
DC 16 wisdom save. It fails that wisdom save. I
Uh,
don't like these. These things are absolutely fucking hopeless.
What's happened to the blue dice of power? Has it run out
Oh
of
my
batteries or
god.
something?
13.
Who was next? Alessandra on 8.
I love the fact that the idea that Parker does kind of death by 1,000 cuts. And that really was, he did a number of attacks, each doing a little bit, and then he finally kills it. I thought that was great. Right, Alessandra's going to retrace her steps.
Oh, that was patronising.
Yeah,
Everybody else thought it was patronising. Oh, fucking
very
hell.
condescending.
Gracious.
No,
Goodness me, it was
No,
toe
well
curling.
done,
Anyway, let's
Lucas. Well done.
No, it was
Yeah, well done. I think it's great. I think
it's great that
yeah.
you did that.
patronising. I just thought, in my head, it was just like, he is doing what he's doing. He does a number of attacks, and he just slowly gets there.
Anyway,
bastards.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we're frantically backpedaling.
Alessandra's going to
Right.
retrace her steps.
I love the way she retraces her steps like that. I mean, yeah.
Bless.
You're all fuckers.
And
In your own time.
And she'll attack.
she's shooting the one on the other side of
Yeah.
the... Yeah, okay.
I'm plus 24,
Yes.
7 points of normal damage, and 12 points of sneak attack. So 19 points
Yeah,
in
got
total.
it. It's still alive. It laughs. It goes... I mean, it's not capable of laughter. I mean, it goes...
It chortles.
through its windy chops. And it steps into... It's going to roll. D6. 1 to 3
I'm
Parker,
only
4
a
to 6 Buggy.
small, scrawny old man.
It steps into Parker Square. Parker, can you give me a DC 15 Constitution save?
Why
Actually,
me?
little man, so hold it.
Well, because I rolled a D6 and I got 1 to 3. That's why you. Parker.
Here we go.
Let's have the saving throw.
Ugh,
Oh,
fuck's sake.
dear. You take the following damage.
58 points.
79
36,
points of
21,
damage.
550
million points of damage. You take
18.
Ooh, 18. No. Ooh, and more. You take 24 points of slashing damage as its talons materialize within your very form.
Lovely.
The other one rushes up, does the same to Buggy. Goes, Uncle Buggy, DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution save is that's +6. Do I get any bonuses?
No.
Resistance to all damage.
Resistance to all damage, that's useful.
5. Danger sense. No. Okay, so +6. Roll this.
Oh, waiting.
9.
Is not enough. Are you going to use your Ort dice?
Yes, why not?
Yeah, why not? Oh, well.
18.
18 is enough.
Hurrah!
Actually, you should take half damage, but I didn't apply half damage to Parker when he saved the first time, so I won't apply it to you. That doesn't seem very fair. There we go. That's annoying. Oh, and Alessandra, give me a perception check.
A perception of 23.
You can hear a voice, Alessandra, coming from your south, coming from through those double doors. You can't make out what is being said, but it sounds like a female voice in a state of indignation.
Okay, is it... I can't understand because it's a different language, or...
You can't understand because it's at a distance from you,
Okay.
masked by the howling winds coming from the corridor to your west, the roaring, crackling furnace rumble rather, of whatever is going off to your south, and behind it all you can hear a kind of sound.
Okay.
Bubbly happily who on 6.
So what's the deal with these things when they are enveloping?
Well, you don't know. You think it would basically be impossible to harm one of them without harming their current hosts. Woohoo! Sorry, their hosts. Woohoo!
Right. Well, don't really know what to do.
Attack Bugraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
So
attack Parker.
what did
'cause
you
it's-
do, Parker? You hit yours before, right?
Well, I
Yeah, but Parker left.
He moved out the square.
stepped to one side and left the square that it was in.
Ah,
Exactly. You can leave them
You
behind.
could delay
I
until I
could
moved.
ready.
You can shrug them off, but
You could
Yeah,
ready
you
an
can't
action
delay.
to attack it as soon as
no,
I
you
move
can
step.
ready. You can ready.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I mean.
Okay, I just want to check the area of Dissonant Whispers. I apologise, it's only one
Oh,
creature.
football.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, how very pleasing. There's a headline you don't get to read very often.
What's happened?
5
Spurs hit dismal Everton for 5. That's a good headline, eh?
Yeah, I was watching it. I will ready Dissonant Whispers.
Okay, Bugraft on 4.
Okay.
You can shrug these things off, you think, by moving away from them, Bugraft.
Yes,
But-
I will step to the side slightly. I'm going to bash
Yes,
it.
yes.
First one. I roll
First attack.
26.
That's a hit.
And I
Yeah.
do the following damage. I do
Yep.
20 points of damage, 6 of which is fire.
20 Punkte
Then I bash it again.
Okay,
22.
Yeah. 22 is
And
also
I
a hit.
do another 20 points of damage, 8 of which is fire.
Another 20 Punkte. Okay.
And then
Well, when you do that second attack, Uncle Buggy, you sweep your flame-tongue greatsword through this form, and it just goes, and the air currents pick up its remnants, and they just disperse it. It's gone like it never existed,
oh,
and you're done for it, innit?
Grimbold doesn't know anything to do. I say, attack Burple.
Okay. Fine. Parker on... Well, Burple, I mean, well, okay.
That's fine.
I presume, Burple, you hold your ready in action, right?
Yeah.
Because you never got a chance to do anything. Parker on 16.
Right, well, I will take one step to the side.
Burple, do you want to jump in, or are you prepared to let Parker do
I'll
his
let
thing?
Parker do his thing.
Remember, that spell is cast, Burple.
I know.
Okay, so you're going to lose it if you don't cast it.
And
Okay.
I will just welly it. Seems to be reasonably effective.
Yeah, welling does seem to be the
Um,
answer.
26,
Hit.
14 points.
Yeah,
Then 16.
is also a hit.
Oh, 11 points.
Yeah, this thing looks absolutely death's door. I mean, to the extent that you understand its
23.
physiognomy. 23 is also a hit.
9
This
points.
looks like curtains for the thing. No, not curtains for the thing. Yeah,
And
Hank
final,
clinging on.
Final.
Please miss. It would make me very
flick.
happy.
It's a 25.
Oh, bugger.
Bloody hell, I'm rolling well on these attacks for 4 points.
4 points, and it is an weird smoky flow beast. They were, I think, the single most disappointing set of creatures I have ever had to run against you. I don't think there's any way of dressing it up, is there?
No.
I
mean,
think
they
you
want
were
an
expecting this sort
absolute-
of stepping inside a clory thing to be more,
They need to go
more
and need to.
effective than...
They need that. What's that music? That ding, 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 as they go into the boardroom with Alan Sugar. Do you know what I mean? And they just need to sit there. What was that?
It was a complete shambles.
Good team leader. Good sub team leader. Can you send them in now, please? And just fucking ripping the absolute testicles off each other in there.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought I was.
And then there's sort of asks Claude,
No, I
well,
don't
I
hear-
saw
I-
you
I
stepping
don't want to
into
hear
the
any more from
creature.
you. That is enough of you. I don't want to hear any more. But with regret.
And for that reason,
For that reason.
I'm struggling.
With regret.
So there's one where he's introduced it, keeps it
You're
going.
fine. Yeah. Thanks for- the windy creature's like, thanks for the opportunity. And then it's got its wheelie luggage.
And a scarf.
And its scarf.
Taxi
Yeah.
for windy creature.
Yeah. Not the last you hear from me. Right, on we go. Well, we're out round sequence.
Right. What are we doing now? Right. Well,
Yeah, what are you doing now?
well, I'm still maintaining my
What are
spell.
we doing?
What are we going to do now?
I'm still maintaining my
What are we gonna
spell.
do now?
I'm now walking around with the spell that I'm
What was the
maintaining. So I'm
readying
going this way.
condition there?
The ready was to shoot one of these things, but
Mm,
as long as I use an
well, there we
action to continue the ready, surely that's okay.
Non-committal noise of annoyance. Okay, you head to the double doors. You're looking
Yeah.
south. Give me a perception check.
Perception, man. It's 26.
Quite handy.
26. You can hear a shrill, indignant female voice
From where?
coming from your south. You think off to the left where the extreme heat is coming from,
Round here.
for the benefit of the
I'm pinging
Reader?
the.
yeah. You're
You think
pinging
there
the map.
or there?
Yeah, you're looking south, and there's a crossroads. You can turn left or right. Left is extreme heat and the
Oh,
indignant
this one.
voice.
Okay,
Right is just a normal corridor.
Got it.
South heads further. South heads further south than it is from you to the crossroads. Quite a lot further south, maybe 40 feet. And there's another set of double doors. On those double doors, there is also inscribed the sigil of law with a capital L.
All right.
Dear reader, on the doors that Burple is standing at, there was the mark of the plane or the force of law, a single upward pointing arrow.
Right, you guys coming? How are you doing for hit points?
Yeah,
Fine.
well, on 33 now, so I don't know, heal would be useful.
Yeah, come on then.
Okay.
I can do a thing. I can't remember what it's called.
Right.
Healing hands.
That'll cost you that readied spell.
You can't hold.
No, I will do a spell on. I'll do healing on Parker.
Burple's stuck with that spell like a glass at a party, and
Like a
there's nowhere to
grenade
put it
with a
down.
pin with a can't put
It's
the
like
pin,
you're wondering,
can't put the
looking for
pin
somewhere to
back
put
in.
it down. It's like, God, I can't put it on there. That's like a polished surface.
Yeah.
Uncle Buggy.
I'll do the healing on.
Buggy.
I'm moving up to the north end of the passageway and ordering
Yeah.
Grimbold to proceed
Well,
forward.
I'm going to stop you there. Uncle Buggy, you've walked up to the double doors. Alessandra, you've not moved. Sessions has moved up to the main chamber. Burple has moved up to the double
It's
doors.
healing
Grimbold,
Parker as he came past me, but
Grimbold, you stepped into the corridor.
the
Buggy,
Grimbold
you've
zombie,
asked
yes.
Grimbold to step into the corridor.
Yes,
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, fine. Just check a couple of details here.
So if you want a heal, Parker, maybe step back 5
Yes,
plus.
please. Oh, I see.
Forward,
Parker,
Grimbold,
the moment
forward.
that you step into the square next to Burple,
Oh,
in order to
Yes.
be healed, A sudden rush.
No, but hold on, I'm not going to...
I mean, are you going to stand there?
No, because we just decided that Burble couldn't heal me, so...
I know, but you decided once you got there, that was, I don't want to be like Mr. Nasty Mike.
Yeah, go on.
It was at the point that you got to Burple that you realised that perhaps it was not such a great idea. And I've been trying to get somebody to stand in that square all evening. Let's be honest, that's the way it really works.
Yeah, go on, do your...
Which square?
Damage.
Can you make
spikes? God knows what.
A sudden rush of wind swirls up around you at the moment that you step there. Can you give me a DC as 17 Constitution save?
Oh, for God's sake.
You know what? If strength is better, you could use strength. But
no.
Constitution save.
Yeah.
As this rush of wind tries to throw you against the spikes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Not
yes,
dexterity?
Yes. No.
Oh, 15. That's not enough, is it?
That is insufficient. You are thrown onto the spikes, Parker, and take the following piercing damage. You take... let's just hope it's not 34.
11 million.
Wow.
You take... not that much, it's really not that bad, but it's just fun for me. 18 points of piercing damage. Not that bad.
Well, I really do need
it's not that much, but it's quite funny. It's like enough to be funny, right? But not so much as to kill Parker, which would have, I think, introduced a sound to the entire evening.
No, relentless endurance.
Relentless endurance. Yes, I know. Yes. Relentless rounds, relentless endurance. It's just like, God, how do I rid myself of this green irritant? Right. Oh my God, having to change the square that triggered the trap in order to try and get him, and he right, that's you done. You're on the spikes though. Yeah. Impaled. Feel like you might be stuck there forever, Parker. It looks like they're covered in some kind of magic glue. Anybody else want to do anything?
Grimbold will proceed down the corridor.
Where's Grimbold stepping into that square? Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes, he's moving forward.
Has Grimbold got an alignment, may I ask, at this point? Don't say
neutral evil is a zombie. Looking at the stats.
He's neutral evil. Okay.
Unintelligent.
And he steps to there.
Neutral evil, yes.
Okay, fine. That's absolutely fine. Yep. Now what's he doing?
He moves forward again.
Grimbold can't tell you what he can see, right?
He's not intelligent. He can't speak, but he understands languages. So I'll say nod if there is a hostile.
Nod if there is a hostile?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't nod.
Hold one finger up. There's for each hostile. Wave.
Yeah, I mean, he's not waving, he's not doing anything, he's just standing there. He's standing at the statue, looking gormless.
Right.
Well, not looking anything, you can't see his face, he's just standing at the statue.
I'll say head to the west, Grimbold.
Assuming that he can understand what that means.
If you see if anything attacks you, groan.
Okay, fine.
What?
He disappears out of view.
Okay.
He turns to your right, therefore west.
Yep.
Okay, you don't hear anything from him.
I'll go into the room.
It's a corridor, really. More than a room, but it's very nice of you to say so.
Peek my head round the corner.
You can see that there is a short passageway leading off to your right, that is to the west, the way that Grimbold went. Something along the lines of that, with a set of double doors marked with the arrow of law, slightly more emphatically marked. If that's because these doors have been relatively untouched by the erosive effects of the wind and time, you don't know, but whatever. To your left, things are different. It's a similarly lengthed corridor heading off to the east, but it ends in a wall of flame. It's like you're looking, since we're in an anachronistic frame of mind, it's like you're looking into the furnace of a steam engine, right? Instead of there being doors there, you're looking into just a conflagration. There's just flame, fire and heat. You can actually see the air rippling with the heat, and you can hear faintly a high-pitched voice. You can't make out individual words. It seems to be coming from beyond the flames. What about Parker, Alessandra, Sessions? Anybody want to do anything?
Well, yeah, Can I get off? Can I remove myself from these spikes?
Oh, I see. Sure, you can. Yeah.
And I will
extricate yourself from the spikes.
Extricate myself and step next to Sessions, who I assume will then heal me.
Sorry, who are you? No, of course, Sessions will heal him.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oof. 24.
24 points of damage. You rolled 3d8 and you got 24.
Plus 4.
Oh, I see. Okay. Alessandra?
Alessandra's going to move into the
corridor. Moving south through the double doors.
Yeah.
Following up behind Burple. Yes.
Yeah.
What alignment, Burple, alignment are you? If you want to talk to me in the Broom Cupboard, referred to.
Chaotic evil. No, I'm not really. I am neutral good.
Okay. Could have fooled me. Alessandra?
Pure neutral.
Bloody hell, you've been getting away with that for a bit, haven't you?
What?
Alessandra? Well, I don't know. Just neutral good, translators, selfish grumpy?
I'm not.
Anyway.
Well, I'm grumpy, but I'm still. I saved Alessandra when I didn't trust her.
It's just like you're looking at your feet as you say that.
I know.
That was the time.
I've behaved well. Generally.
I've heard enough from you. Get back to the house. Yeah. Alessandra?
Neutral.
Neutral. Okay. Odd choice.
New neutral.
Should we be revealing each other's alignments?
Well, they're not. You're revealing our own alignments, or they were revealing their own alignments.
I don't mind.
It's a bit of an odd, anachronistic kind of approach to not tell anybody else. But you don't like to tell anybody else anything about yourself, do you?
It's because
we
just know
Johnny, we can figure it out. There's the basic alignments of kind of evil, good, neutral, and stuff like that. And Bugraft is the
Neutral.
And Neutral, and Bugraft is the incompetent alignment.
What?
Harsh.
That's harsh. That's a bit harsh.
Buggy? Uncle Buggy.
I'll move up alongside Burple.
Alongside Burple. What alignment? Would you like to talk to me in the Broom Cupboard?
Yes.
What alignment are you, Uncle Buggy?
Broom Cupboard, please.
Okay. We're just going to pop into the Broom Cupboard, everyone, readers, because
Uncle Buggy. What is wrong with Johnny? Anyone?
I'm going to the Broom Cupboard.
I'm not after. Yeah, good.
Let's all pop in the Broom Cupboard.
Let's all go in the Broom Cupboard now. Come on, go. Oh fuck!
Can you be expelled from the Broom Cupboard? Where?
Well, I've come back. I think. Oh, he's back.
I'm
I
back.
thought I'd left him in the Broom Cupboard there.
Damn, we were all trying to follow.
Uncle Buggy, the moment you step into that square,
You're chaotic, are you, Buggy?
I'm not telling anybody what my name is.
something happens.
Really? Really?
Yes, really. Can you make a DC?
93.
How did you know that?
Just a guess. Lucky guess.
Gracious. You know, you're not miles off, actually. I have to say. I'm choosing to say. Can you make a DC 18 wisdom save?
Fucking
Please,
hell.
Uncle Buggy. And normally it's like if the save DC is low, right, the effect is horrible. If the save DC is high, the effect is not so bad. But in this instance, I would say that's not the case.
Right.
I've confused you so much with what I just said that you're not quite sure what you're doing. But off you go. DC 18, you're going to make it. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine.
So you're sucked into the flames of doom.
Oh,
He's
not fine.
Not fine.
4. Is that okay?
4 is insufficient. Now, you do have a once only.
Oh, come on. It can't be that. Is it that
use
bad?
it now and it's gone forever. Ort dice that you can throw at this at a re-roll, or you can choose to just see what happens.
Well, do I get any sense of what it is?
No,
I mean,
it's not the way it works.
If you
Sorry.
have the wrong faith.
You just something's happening to you. You can make a guess about what it is because it's a wisdom save, but no, you don't get any kind of like. Before you decide as to whether or not to use the Ort dice, here is a summary of the things you're facing.
when you say, were you just winding up about the, high save equals?
Oh, I could well have been.
Were you?
I could have been. I mean,
I don't think
if
he
I
is.
said yes, what difference would that make?
I don't think he is. I think it's going to be awful.
If it is, well, because I do use my alt dice if that's the case. But if
I'm really not in a position to coach you as to whether or not it's the time to
Have you
use
used
your
your normal
It could be
dice?
crap.
He's used his normal Ort dice already.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got a special
I
one
just
left.
want to know if you were joking with the high
It could
save.
be, but maybe not.
It's up to you.
Well, can you just tell me whether you were joking or whether it's an accurate reflection of things?
I think
Wriggling on the hook Every time. Johnny, I'm really stuck with what to say about that. I've said it in a light-hearted way. I don't want to give you the impression that it is certain death should you fail this saving throw.
Could be worse.
On the other hand, it is not a trivial effect.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, I better use my dice.
Oof.
Okay, it's once only. Use it now and it's forever gone.
If he rolls badly, though.
As long as you understand that. Okay, off you go. Roll again and add a d6.
8. It's not going to work.
Not enough. What do you get? An 8?
Well,
The d6 is not going to be enough.
Ort has deserted you.
Ort has deserted you.
Yes.
Uncle Buggy.
Permanently blasted 3 levels.
Incinerated.
A twisted crown of jagged iron appears on your head.
Crown of
Just
madness.
Materializes on
Bleed
you.
damage?
Your eyes roll up back into your head, and the exposed whites glow with feverish madness.
Mm-hmm.
You turn to Burple. Raise your flame-tongued greatsword.
Okay, sword.
And we will find out what that means.
It's a crown of
what that
madness.
means for all of you.
Bloody
when
first
we
level
pick
spell.
things up next week.
Oh, great.
Fuck it.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. A Gathering of Winds and Age of Worms are copyright Paizo. A Gathering of Winds was written by Wolfgang Bauer. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening.
Hey gang, do you like role-playing games?
Is D&D more than just an acronym for you?
How about storytelling, card games, books, and other, air quotes, nerdy stuff?
Then my friends, we have a show for you.
Hi, my name is Eric.
And I'm Matt.
And we host a show called The Goblin's Corner.
At TTRPG, RPG, D&D, DM/GM podcast dedicated to you, our VIP.
A podcast for the role player with the discerning palate.
Learn how to run a game.
Or even what D&D or an RPG is.
Whether you're a beginner.
Or you've been playing this longer than we have.
You can learn about storytelling, character development.
Running a campaign or a short game session.
Or just some useless stuff.
We certainly excel at that.
Come check us out at goblinscorner.com.
Or you can find us everywhere you listen to podcasts.
The Goblin's Corner.
That's how we roll. 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 That's how we roll.